Welcome back to the Imagination Station Network channel. We are on season 2, episode 10. I am your host today. James has relinquished the reins, which we'll see how this goes.
Hi.
And I'm here with James and Jen.
I was going to say, thanks for having me on the show. Thanks
You're
for
welcome.
Me. Thanks for coming in, Abby, and doing this episode where we're going to hopefully be able to relinquish some stuff. And Abby's the host, so we'll get through it and I
feel like we're going to do a bit of cleansing today. Do you know what I mean? Get some stuff off our chest.
Let's get rid of all the hangaronis.
Yes, exactly.
The hangaroni episode.
Exactly.
That's what I'm naming it.
Exactly. I love that. So I think, first of all, we're going to kind of talk a bit about something that affects us both daily. Our struggles as people who are self-employed, as neurodivergents. Obviously, we both have very different businesses. I do nails and makeup. James is obviously an artist, so it affects us in very different ways. So, James, do you want to start off? What's your daily like?
I think I'll start. I guess I need to come honest and be honest with myself with a few things. And if anybody's watching this and you think it's you, it probably is you. I'll be honest. It probably is you. My circle's very small, and it all relates back into each other. Like the square, the reason why we've got Jan on here today, who is just sitting quiet in the corner.
Oh, we'll come to you, don't you worry.
It all comes together, you know. Before I did this, I was always James. I always did I actually wasn't. That's a lie. I started with a lie. I was Jim. Jim. Like an alter ego. Mm-hmm. But my real name is James Alexander Gaffney, in case anybody thinks I'm committing fraud. I'm bumbling through this because I'm nervous, because this has been a long time coming. I need to get a few things off my chest, and Abby was the right person to come on and mash it out with me, right? There are horrible people out there. You've heard me mention it all the time. But there are good people out there as well. It's just a pity that the bad people outweigh the good. When I started this company in 2020, I just got clean and sober. I am going to be 6 years clean and sober this year. And I was happy to tell people that I'm an addict. I'm a recovering addict. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm ADHD at this point. I've always been ADHD and autistic. I just wasn't ready to tell the world that because of the way you treat people like me. And you can sit and you can say that you don't, but I've trialed it, and I tell Jan stuff and I say, watch this, it's different. And that's fine. That's a James thing, right? But getting up in the morning and having to drag myself through everything, it's not like that. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy having friends like Abby and having a best pal as Jan. And it works because I allow myself the permission to do it. Does that make sense? I allow myself the permission to come on and do these things. We're nearly 6 years old as a company. So Jag Art 82 was started in 2020. And I'm going to try and slow it down because you asked one question and now I'm on to my autobiography. But it does all come back, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. So the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of people seem to think what I do is easy. What we do is easy. What you do is easy. It comes at a cost. So I will apologise for this and this alone. If I'm not out for teas and coffees with you anywhere at the coffee shops, or if I'm not meeting up with you all the time, I enjoy your company. It's no, I don't like you. It's no, it comes at a cost to me, and I can't go through every day having migraines and overthinking things and sitting there. And I used to put myself through it. It comes at a cost. The company's at a crucial stage now where I need to take ownership of being autistic and ADHD. And if you remember when I said that, I was not quite ready to tell that I was autistic because the company was flying. I was telling people stuff, and I get it. There'll be haters on here watching this. I was comfortable enough to tell people how many paintings we had sold, how many books I had written, how many things I had done. I'm not going to apologise for that. That's a you problem. That's a you problem. I was just basically telling you that because I was proud of how I had started this and how we came about. This was before Jan and the rest of the team came. I say was proud because it was stripped away from me by horrible horrible people who came along to destroy good. Now, there's good and bad. It's like dark and light. If light is useless without dark. And I'm only saying that because I'm further along the field now. But like I said, I am autistic, I am ADHD, I am an artist, I am an author, blah, 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 all the other things. But I'm me, I'm James. And that's important that I tell you that now, because I think we can get caught up in social media world and the real world to the point where I've taken myself back. I've taken myself to the side through all these other things that we'll hopefully try and get onto, because I'm hurt, because I love too hard, because I like everybody, because I'm an emotional person. And it doesn't help when I'm out there and people are shooting me down. I know that's a long question. That's an ADHD answer to one question, man. I can't just go in with one.
It's giving me time to think of
what
I want.
What
I want to ask you next.
Go for it.
But so something that I experienced being late diagnosed with ADHD. I don't know if you feel the same as somebody who was also late diagnosed. Or later diagnosed.
So I was diagnosed as a kid.
Right, okay.
And my story is it was stripped away from me.
Oh, right, okay.
My mum didn't believe.
Right,
walked out the psychologists and a whole... let's go into it then, because that's where it's went. Yeah. So as somebody who I only paid to get later diagnosed because of all these other people who were they were telling me there was nothing wrong with me, and this was and I'm like, there must be, to the point where I was going to commit suicide. And that was only 3 years ago.
Right.
So this is why it's important that people get quite emotional with this. I can feel it needs to be said, I get quite emotional when it's about me, because I can care about other people too much, so the point whereas I take myself away.
Yeah.
But I need to tell people that I'm not a nasty person. I never have been. I just sacrifice myself for others. Like the tree analogy that I keep using. The fruit in the tree isn't for me. The fruit is for somebody else passing by. But lately I've been trying to keep the fruit for myself, because we seem to have the words to help other people, but when you're helping that many other people, you're sacrificing yourself.
Yeah.
If I'll plug it, if anybody wants to find out exactly how it was for me, you can go and buy my books. And I don't mean that as in, look at me. I'm proud that I'm an author. I'm proud of these things, but we did this as a team. I said we before I said, and I'm no French, before I said we did this. But I didn't want it to go too negative too quick, but I need to get people prepared for, our company does do everything that it says in the tin, but we could do far more if we give ourselves permission. Yeah. And this is what I'm trying to show. What did we talk there about when the hat's on the other side? It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
But when people treat you different, you can't help but go back to when you were a kid, like regress.
Yeah.
So I saved up hard. I don't have an awful lot of money, contrary to what everybody thinks. I saved up, I put on my money past, and I went and paid for a diagnosis. It done nothing for me other than tell me already I have what I already knew I have.
Yeah.
And I had just wasted money. But that's what happens when you listen to everybody else.
Yeah. And
you don't go with your gut instinct and go, what does it matter? Because in the world's eyes, I'm disabled. Jan's here so I can tell her stuff like, I can't do this without Jan. You see me with Jan all the time. She's my best pal. She became friends. But Jan came about after a lot of terrible things were happening in the area I live in. They have to take accountability of how they did and how they did not take action against somebody who has got a lot going on. And I take accountability because I'm a serial masker and I'm an actor, so I can pretend that I'm all right to the point where I want to drive myself into the sea. But we have Jan and Ian and some of the other team here, and when I say that's my wee family, that's my family. I don't go home very often, and I have been home and I have said to my family, don't be offended when you see me coming up and working. But it wasn't always like that. I wanted to be part of everything. I wanted everybody to have a part of what we're building. But it was smashed down, constant.
Yeah.
And I'll try and slow it down a wee bit now. I'm just a guy. I'm still wee Jim. I'm still wee James. I come from a council scheme. My mum worked hard. She had 3 kids. And that's where the ethic comes from, Whatever she had going on was hers. And I've made peace with my past.
Yeah.
And I'm all right. It's like, but I'm only all right for the day.
Yeah.
I live one day at a time, 24 hours. This company will go whether I'm here or not. this company was designed so that amazing people like Jan and amazing folk like yourself can come on board and we can do stuff. But if I don't tell you about the horrible stuff that went before that, Imagination Station Network, Jag Art 82, Bag Art 82, Jag Art 82, these are not a new thing. They're new for all yous, but they're not new for me. They've been in my wee neurodivergent James brain for a long time. I just have people who will give me permission to be able to do it. Not that I need permission, I just need to know that what I'm doing. Jan will say, I constantly say to Jan, I'm like, is this the way I say it is? Because I need reassurance, because if it's no, then I don't want to go run about creating a false world. Is it the same for yourself? Like,
yeah, absolutely. And I think to kind of rephrase what I was going to ask you before, I feel like it is, kind of like leads into what you were saying was, like, I was somebody who was late diagnosed. Obviously, you were diagnosed as a child, but that diagnosis was sort of shunned or whatever for, like, oh, my child doesn't have that stigma, sort of thing. How did you feel then as an adult who was like re-diagnosed, diagnosis confirmed? How did you deal with that shift? For me, because of the way that people treat people who have autism, who have ADHD, and having that term of like, oh, like, I have a learning disability, I am disabled, that was really difficult for me to process. It wasn't just like, oh, well, I've got this now.
Yeah.
And especially being somebody who's creative, trying to separate, oh, well, when am I masking? When am I truly myself? Am I masking when I'm alone? Like,
who am I?
Yeah, I find that really
imposter syndrome.
Yeah, I had like a complete sort of like breakdown of, I don't know who I am anymore.
I have them all the time. It's like, I'm not ashamed. I tell people, and I think everybody thinks this is why we're here. I think everybody thinks I'm lying. I'm brutally autistically honest. I cry myself to sleep. What day we on? Monday. So last week I cried myself to sleep twice. Emotions that I don't know how to regulate, and I never will. I'm all right with that. But if I go out and tell the world, you're named something else, you're all like, and I'm like, how can I just be? So instead, creativity gave me the answer to what I forgot all about. It's like, this is why this exists. This exists because creativity set me free. Our motto is inspired to be inspired. And please, for fuck's sake, listen to me when I say this. This is not the James show. I get emotional saying this. It never has been. I'm not interested in people to come along and blow smoke up my arse. And I have to be derogatory. I'm sick of dulling myself for other people to make themselves. We have helped people along the way and they are flying in life. Fantastic. I always say, Jan will verify this, I always say, compliment the company. It's not the James show. We have many people. Jan always asks me, why are we always making it down here? Because it's a humble journey. But if I sit here today and I'm being my truly honest self, this is who I am. This is who I'm always going to be. I will have wobbles along the way. But if I don't come on my own show and tell people that I cry, I'm a guy. I have no qualms with saying that. But my circle is very small. And in that short space of time, 6 weeks, 2 months, Jan, we have completed a fantastic amount of work. Again, I'm keeping it humble again. Because I've not done all the other things. It's not because I don't want to be out there. It's not because I don't want to come and hang about with people. I always wanted that. As a kid, I always wanted to belong. Teachers, places, you're all sick of me saying this. People, places, and economic insecurity. I'm just fulfilling my dreams. And now I have a team. And they are fulfilling some of their dreams through mine. So it's like, that's the synergy. That's all I've ever wanted for people. But it's hard. It's no easy. I cry. I don't think about suicide because I have a fantastic bunch of people, but that's part of my journey. And we're talking to Abby, it's part of the neurodivergent brain because I've gave myself permission, but I've also unlocked stuff. I remember stuff that's happened to me as a kid. I'm strong enough now that I can go forward and do something about it. But please, if anybody's affected by anything that I'm saying, seek help, seek out somebody, but don't forget to don't lose your individuality. I kind of minded I touched the base. It's how Jag Art 82 exists. It's how we go about our business. We can't help everybody, but the people we have helped, 75% of them have, I'm not going to swear again, I promise myself I wouldn't swear on this, have taken their trousers down and they've peed all over us and we're covered in pee. That's the most politest way I can put it.
Is that what smell is in here?
That's it. And that's a hard thing. But when I say to Jan, I'm like, Jan, that happened because we allowed it, because I'm so kind and I love hard, man. I get a lump in my throat saying these things, man. If anything of that resonates, then you're in the right place. And that's why Imagination Station Network exists. It's not because, look at me, I wear these colour of clothes because it's a way of life for me. I like the guy in the mirror, the Michael Jackson theory. I like to see the guy in the mirror. I like to look at myself. I walk past, I don't look in the mirror very often, but I like that guy. Whereas I never noticed myself. It really is irrelevant if other people see me now, because I'm happy wilting flower down, much so that I've taken myself away because I have a lot of other things going on and I want to help other people. Like Ian, I'm a big advocate of putting stuff in contacts and putting him forward. He's one of my heroes. The art he creates, we'd have still been friends even if I hadn't started all this. And it's important that I tell people that, because it's like, if nothing changes, nothing changes.
Yeah.
You know, I understand that theory now. And if anybody's not following us on TikTok, go there. Some of my deepest moments are on there. I've had to stop putting them out there because it does come at an effect to yourself. I know, I went off on a mad James tangent there. But that's what it's like for me. You know yourself, we spoke down the stairs before we actually came up and filming. Nothing structured. We've got a whiteboard there that says on it, clap, Jag Art 82, and Jimothy. None of that would make any sense. Jimothy's a bit. These are coming. I don't want to put future things out there. But Jimothy is a book. It's actually 2 books. I had a pal called Timothy, and he saved my life 3 times. Once it was when I was on a tree swing when the water was in spate, and I went in. I swung in, and I can't swim. I couldn't swim then. In the water, literally, if I had let go, honestly, I got into myself into all sorts of things. But he saved me, and he came down to visit here, and I was like, "There's the name of that new book, Jimothy." How's Timothy? But I'm not going too much into it. It's a wee snail, and I was saying to the girls here earlier that I still live in that moment, because like memories are so deep for me, and I remember stuff for ages 5. You know, I said dragging my heels, walking up. I was never good at sports. I was never good at any of that stuff. I was bullied. All the other stuff that, yes, I do realise that other kids go on, but see, when you're neurodivergent, it attacks you longer, over a longer period. But again, I'll not hang on this too long. But Jimothy's a wee snail, and it's called Jimothy and the Shells of Colour. And it's a homage to my team and a homage to autistic and ADHD people. Just a wee colourful illustrated book. Doesn't exist yet. I've written it, but I created them this morning. That book's been there for a while. I just created wee Jimothy this morning because I felt, you know, if we're coming on, we're going to talk about it. And I said to Jan, I said, "Do you know why a snail?" And because I gave Jan this one, she said, "Because it goes inside the shell." I was like, it isn't really that. Because as a kid, I was slow. I wasn't slow as in that sense. I would walk slow. I never wanted to get out of my bed. Because I got bullied, I wanted to stay in my bed every weekend and no do anything. But then I found a wee bit of creativity, and that's what would make me burst and go and do stuff. And it was a weird one. Sports day, I was always last, so it felt right, a wee snail with a wee shell. I'll not spoil it too much. And if there's any publishers out there, we publish our own books through our company. Please get on board with this, because I'm just about to finish 3 other books, and I'm contemplating just ending it there, because I want to move on to something else, because being neurodivergent, I want to differentiate. But the books have helped an awful lot of people. That's me plugging on my own show, innit? But I can't express enough. I know that all this is all inside my brain. My 43 years on this planet, I ended up going down a route of addiction, drugs and alcohol, because I'm not like all yous out there. That's not an option for me anymore, because I will not survive past another day of that. So my life is about taking me back to the stages where when I was a kid, and I would hide in the bushes, I would build dens, I would get creative. That's how I liked. And that's why this is how complex neurodivergency is, right? If some of you have been watching this for a while, you don't know this, but the company has always been a square, and I needed 4 people in order to get me to where I thought I needed to be. For the first 3 years, it was just me, and it was hard work. And for all you supporters out there, so don't let me take that away from you. The good people out there who supported me will always will always be in my heart for what we do. But I tilted the logo because when Jan and Ian and everybody came on board, we're halfway to where we need to be. But the 4 people stay the same. And the Jag, I'm pointing to that one, but the Jag Art 82 logo, my mum, God bless and rest in peace. She's not here. So James Alexander Gaffney, born in 1982, unfortunately. And that's where the company logo came from. And I'd like to think she would be proud of me and what I'm achieving and what we're achieving. And what's coming out my mouth today.
Absolutely.
It's tough, man. I can't express how, and I'm still talking because I'm getting emotional and I'm fighting. I don't want to cry, but I do cry. But because we've been told all these emotions or stuff. Anyway, have a look through how I paint, and I paint bright and light, and I paint the way I feel. I haven't painted in a long time, so I painted these 2 so that I could show, it's not going away. I just have a lot of stuff going on. I created a painting, right, and I called it Nature's Mother 22. It was a homage to my mum, and I wrote on it, I like a lot of pregnant Nature's mother, like a lot of mothers. She's not got an awful lot on, but she's got a lot going on. It was a semi-wee nudie. It was a wee like, I called it line art.
Yeah.
And it was just the outline, and like I say, there's a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
But until you get moments and you find the right person to come and sit and talk about this, you can just pick about it. Because let's be honest here, we could do so much more if we just gave ourselves permission, like I keep saying. But if we also didn't take other people's advice, that's what holds us back. I'll take accountability for my addiction. I'll take accountability for getting put in a children's home. It brings me on to this part before I ask Abby to ask the next question. It's just rolling out now, man. Abby will be available for bookings, by the way, for counselling after this. So where I live is a fantastic place. Where our company, one of our headquarters is in Kelso. It's in the Scottish borders. In the art community, we're not respected. I don't care what anybody says. I am neurodivergent to the point where I watch and I listen and I see and I feel and I hear. I know we're not, but I'm not harsh about it. I take it because it's there and it gets me emotional because all we have ever done in the last 5 years there is to try and build something to show people who we are and what we do and how you're supposed to do it. Like, for instance, a lot of money going round about, and I won't, it's not my place to say, except we sponsor one person now for not an awful lot of money. And that one person has excelled in the last year. Isn't it, Jan? Yeah. Not going to give any names because it's not my story. Take that, take what that is and build on top of it. Don't just pick the people who you think is... Anyway, shut up, James. It's not my fight. It's not my fight. When the time is right, we'll prove you wrong. Yeah. How's that for a bet? Take that bet. Somebody write it down and come back and see me. No, definitely a bet. I'm non-violent. But take that bet and then let's see where we go. And I'm not cocky. I'm not confident. I am absolutely nervous. I'm shaking. I'm giving away my life here to things that I only normally hide in paintings. But this is my world. And I'm sick and tired of hiding in the shadows. That's why the productions are shadows in the boathouse. That's why there's a shadow chases the wee mouse who's me in the books and etc, etc, etc. Everything a day. The big painting you can't see, there's another one. Mm-hmm. These are the barriers that I have to go through every single day in order to just get out of my bed. Forget about neurodivergency for a second here. I still have to get out of my bed. I'm an addict. Do you think that just went away? Yeah. Do you think that went away? Jan notices if I don't paint and create for myself, that possibility could come back. I'm not saying it would, but all these, slow down, James. And that's a new thing that I'm able to do it. Mm-hmm. I don't listen often to the horrible negative things that I tell myself about myself. How's that? I hope that answers that bit.
See, the voice that tells you those things, though, mm-hmm. Is that your voice or someone else's?
I don't know. That's an answer I'll never have. I seen your post the other day when somebody was asking, like I'm reading the book, but I'm reading it with somebody else because mm-hmm. they're narrating it for me.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that was a thing mm-hmm. until a couple of years back when I was sitting looking. I was like, but that makes me know I'm not alone. Mm-hmm. And that gives me comfort.
Because a lot of the time for me, as a big part of my ADHD is I get like stuck. I can't, I'm so overwhelmed with all the steps that I need to do, forced to do something. I can't do it. And I'll sit and go through the steps a million times in my head. And then before I know it, 2 hours is gone and I could have done it.
Or you give yourself a time, like we were talking about there with the Saturday.
Yeah.
If you give yourself a time, then that's you for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
You're stuck.
Yeah, exactly. But the voice in my head that is, why can't you just get up and do that? Why can't you cope with this like other people can? Why can't you just do this, whatever? That's not coming from me. That's stuff that's been told to me.
Exactly. The negative stuff that we believe, that's the point. We don't have the same instruction manuals.
Yeah.
Here's the non-bullshit. I said I wasn't going to swear. Here's the non-stuff, right? This is a company that's built up.
Fucking tell them.
Whether people want to like it or not, this company is built up on the foundations of an autistic, ADHD, addict, wee bald guy who likes painting, likes writing, who's an author, who's da. But see if I'm on the camera and I'm filming something in my own studio with my team and telling yous, and I'm telling yous on the camera that I'm having to take a sidestep because of all the negative stuff that goes on. And 50% it's yous, but the other 50% is me. So you're not to blame. And I'm thankful that there's not an awful lot of negativity in the world. What I'm trying to say is that the company is what it is because I started it. It is what it is now because the people who are there in the machine running it, and all I want to ever do is inspire. Oh, it's over that side. Inspire to be inspired. I'm inspired by people like Abby, people like Jan, people like you actually taking the time out and watching this video. I just want to exist in a world that has these people here. Like I say, I'm getting emotional. Let me just fight past it. It's fucking been tough, man. Why do I have to come on a camera to tell people that life is tough? Why? Ask yourself the question. And not everybody's at fault here, but somewhere along the line, wee James got sacrificed so that somebody else could prosper. So, excuse me while I take a wee minute and tell people that, the world isn't fucking kind and it's no nice. But I'm fortunate that my world right now is, and I'm able to say, you know what, I'm going to take a wee side mission and tell the team and say, I'm going to put other people forward for stuff because for somewhere there you seem to think that I am this guy who everybody seems to want to offload all their problems onto. That's great. That was great then. And I create with it. That's my gift to the world. But if I don't come on here and tell you my truths, I'm not me and I'm not my authentic self, then I'm no better than the person who's let's use an invisible person who's out there attacking people and doing other stuff to businesses. Have a think about it. Art community, get your head out your arse. Creative community, get your heads out your arses, man, and actually go and speak to somebody like me. And I'm not even blowing my own trumpet. There's other people out there I can give you 100 names of people who would be put forward for things in my eyes and other people's eyes. Stop just taking what you see in a bit of paper and actually get out there and listen to the real people. We're not fucking about anymore. What's to come? It's too late. It's far too late. It's set in front. And again, go back to the other message that I said there and I'll make a deal with you. If we're not where I think we're going to be in the next 5 years, I'll burn this jumper, which is my favourite jumper.
And it's got flames on it.
This is my favourite.
Yeah,
this is my favourite. Exactly.
Yeah.
This is my favourite jumper, man. But I'm not burning it. I take that one back. I'll do something else. But there's people out here who, like, we can pretend to be all these big hard people on the planet, but creatives like myself want to exist, and yourself, and Jan. We just want to be able to show you that that's all I've ever done, right? I'll slow it down and I'll let Abby talk again. All I've ever tried to do was impress people. All I've ever tried to do is exist. When I worked for the bank, when I worked for selling cars, when I sold caravans, I was able to use this because I'm a terrified, scared, lonely wee guy. I go home, you never see me out at night often. When the street lights come on, I laughed the other day, Abby, and I said, when the street lights come on, I'm in the house. What did I do when we went to Ayrshire? I'm in the hotel, boom, straight back to my room. And I sit there, paralysed as such, for hours later. Sometimes eating chocolate, but sitting there. That's not normal. That isn't a normal life. I should be able to go outside. I should be able to do stuff, but I can't. So what I try and do is I try and show you it in paintings. I try and show you it in books, in people, places, economic insecurity. all that other stuff. Please don't take what you see is what I'm trying to say. Like, yes, all that stuff's great. That's not mental health these are buying. I should be able to come on somewhere and go, I've sold thousands of paintings, but nobody asked me, what did you do with the money? I'm poor. I am fucking poor. Me and my 2 cats do well, though, for eating. But I put it all back into a community. Mm-hmm. Now, not all of the community were there and helping us, but a lot of them were. Yeah. And it's like they don't have a voice. Anyway, that's not my fight. It's my secret silent fight, but it's not my fight. Like I said, if this makes sense to anybody, you know, I'm a council scheme boy. I know where I come from. I know where I've done. I know what I've done, and I've made apologies for it. But as time goes by, man, I'm hoping that those other people out there can stand up, be yourself, be unique, wear crazy clothes. I've always wore crazy clothes, but for since I was like 16 till I was sober 6 years ago, I wore what everybody else wanted me to wear. Mm-hmm. It's like, and when people say, "Oh, you're doing well for yourself," you see a Burberry duffel coat that I've had since the dawn of day. Mm-hmm. It's like, I get what you're thinking you see, but that's a comfort blanket for me. That's a jacket that I've done some terrible things to myself and being drunk out there and doing others, whereas now I wear it like a wee beacon as a wee reminder. Mm-hmm. Hope somebody gets something for that. Sorry, Abby, I took up all the air, but...
No, you're absolutely fine.
Or the oxygen.
I feel like, though, it's something that you've held for so long.
Jan has to listen to this on weekly basis. He's only summit, though.
Well, this is what I was going to say, was like, from your point of view, like, in sort of your side of the business, like how do you support James? Not just, obviously, taking over admin things and, you know...
I think for me, just being there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you call it body doubling, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, until Jan, I would just go and hide in my house. Uh-huh. I would never have thought, so this building exists. I know I'm taking Jan's thing. I'm like, but these are stories that need to be, this building exists. I had a diary, right? It's in next time, if you come to my house, I'll show you. Mm-hmm. 2020, and Jan picked this place, and I'm like, how long's the heating been on in there? Smells damp.
He was very negative.
Smells damp. Okay. I'm not very really negative.
Yeah.
So it was like something out the Bible. I'm not a religious man. I'm quite spiritual, but not a religious man. On the 10th day, I'm cleaning up, which also very rarely happens. And I opened the book and I said, Johnny, you need to come here. Come here and see this. And inside this book, which I still have, was a building this shape, this size, the same table down the stairs that we got. My granny Sweary Mary had one of them in her house, which is another story. And everything that's inside this building was inside that book, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Nice. Including the people. Mm-hmm. I didn't know them before. I didn't know Jan, Ian, or anybody. Things happen, man. And again, people just assume it's hard work, man, but it's fun. It sets us free. I had no qualms with Jan. Helped me through a tough time, and I said to her, I said, you know, get an option. Do you want to become co-owner? Which is, I have big expectations for this company. We've already made more waves than I care to say because it's a humble journey. And as Jan said, I says, but let me tell you, things will change. You're going to see another side. You're going to have to see that side. Jan will tell you, Jan could be sitting at the desk and bury, and I'll just fall asleep on the couch. That's to have somebody's trust like that. It's no, you know yourself. We spoke. I'm like this constant. I'm like a coiled spring. I don't go to the gym. I don't go at walks anymore. I've just got all this information. And that's sad for the company because I have all this in here. When's that coming out? Who's taking that? When's the blueprints? If you notice, we've got 9 whiteboards. Not 8 because I destroyed one by mistake. That made me sad. But all these things as well, Abby, is like, these people are important to me. If there's a family ever existed, this is it. This is my family. I get it. People only see what they want to see. Social media, like a tick and a move. I'm only comfortable telling you that now because I'm not suppressing it.
Yeah. Much
so that people came for me in the comments at Christmas. That's another story. And I don't hate them because you don't know what you don't know. But don't do that, man. You know, it's have a think about it. It's
listen, you're James's audience, not mine. I'll come horrible, for you back.
Man. It's horrible.
I'll come for you back. Don't you worry about that.
But people don't get it. They just see the happy person because that's as a neurodivergent, we have to take responsibility for that. And I've also deviated away from what I was saying. Right. So Jan's an important and integral part of the business. That's why I wanted her to come on. She doesn't want to come on because she's uncomfortable. But Jan knows I'm all about showing people what they can achieve and what she's achieved. And not just me, but Jan's achieved a lot within the last 2 or 3 years. And she has to put up with a lot for me. But I did tell her things will change. Things change in the dynamics. And it was in a good way. But I said, things will change because I relinquish a lot of stuff to Jan. Like this. This is why we're on here, because if it needs to go out there, it needs to tell people, I'm just a guy. I keep saying it, I'm just a guy, but I'm not just a guy. I'm a guy who set myself free thanks to the help of friends. See, when you're neurodivergent, by the way, and you say, friends, be careful how you choose your words, because we really, really think you're friends.
Yeah.
And I've later found out in life, friends.
Yeah.
Don't use that word. Don't tell me you're coming round to meet me and you're not meaning that, because I'll take that as gospel. So anyway, that's a wee side quest there.
Yeah. I'm the same though. For me, something, especially sort of when I hit 30, was sort of like, I can't put any more effort into friendships that aren't giving me the effort back.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't do it anymore, because I felt like I was constantly checking in on people, constantly. Well, I mean, like you told me with, sending morning messages to people, it was like that. And I, would constantly be checking in on people that would take weeks to reply to me, or they would say, oh yeah, we should meet up, we should do something. And then it would never happen. And I just thought, I can't fucking do this.
Yeah. And it's hard, man. But like they say, life is hard. And I'm at the other side of it now. So that's why I'm here. And I'm not ashamed to sit and cry and talk and do other things. This is my world with my people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a synergy. I say it in, back to Jan. I say, when you come on board, this is straight down the middle. Maybe some things when it comes to chocolate, I'm like, where's that chocolate?
Yeah. So 75-35 split.
Aye. But see when it gets serious and things get serious, I go back to the funny man, because the funny man protected me all through my days.
Yeah.
It might not seem any surprise to you, but I'm going to finish my last children's book, and that will be the final children's book. He eats his humble words and says there's another 2. fully illustrated, but I'm going to focus on something that I think is really important. It's not an autobiography, people. I need to have done a hell of a lot more than what I've done, but it's like a wee sidestep, and we have a mission, and I'm going to work, and that's why I'm disabled. Remember, it's like I'm disabled, but I want to show what somebody who is disabled can achieve, and all the stuff that I thought I couldn't achieve. But people have to believe first. You have to believe before you achieve. 100%. All these wee things, and Jan struggles because all these things have been mapped out, and then when I tell her, it's the aha moments. And it makes sense. But unfortunately, as a neurodivergent, when I'm in it, I can't explain it. It's a block, man. Because I guess it goes back to failure. I don't want to let anybody down. I've been let down myself. I've been promised things. People have held me up as if I'm some sort of something. And I'm like, whoa, calm yourself down. I'm just a guy who wears funky glasses and funky, and I liked it. I can shoot myself down there. I did it in the same sentence.
Yeah, don't you dare.
Anyway, I have a great life now, thanks to my good friends, and we have a fantastic company. If you want to know more about what we do, man, go and look us up, jagart82.com. Aye, I was gone mad.
Take a deep breath.
Take
a deep breath. For you, Jan, how do you find, in quotes, managing James? So he was saying, he feels like a coiled spring. He feels like he's got all these ideas, and he'll rattle them off to you, and you just kind of go, okay, yeah. How do you sort of follow in the path of the wind-up car?
I just try to, as James keeps saying, keep up.
Yeah.
And I have my own things that go with whatever James is trying to bring forward.
Mm-hmm.
So if the podcast is a James project, and I just fit in where I'm needed.
Jan's on a 6 pair of trainers this year. It's only March. Try to keep up. We're a good team, man, and I do have an awful lot of ideas, and I even let Jan poo-poo some of them. That's how much respect I've got. I don't let anybody poo-poo stuff. But aye, it's a good team. It's a built up. Somebody gave us a slate Jan laughs because I always get all the gifts they handed me,
you
and I'm
do.
like, and I tell Jan, look, there's another gift to my pile. And it said on it, Jag Art 82, a company of kindness. We never asked for that.
No.
So see all the stuff I'm saying, there are people out there, and there are people out there who will go against you. There are people out there who will pretend they're your friends. There are people out there that will pretend they want to be part of your company to get what they want. We have had a lot of them. But here's the truth. If I was to relinquish straight away that that's my version of neurodivergence, they wouldn't have been there in the beginning, because I truly believe that they deserve a wee bit of help as well.
Mm.
And that's where all that comes from. No names or anything, but good luck to them. Like, same with ideas that keep popping up.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody notices these wee things that are always in our offices, everything's trademarked for a reason, because I'm protecting everything we've done and what we're doing. But the problem is with the ideas that keep popping up. I'm a smart neurodivergent who constantly puts himself down, and I have done in school. I was the last one to answer stuff, unless it was primary school, because I was all excited. Because we constantly get told, like you're wrong, or you don't want to be the first, like you're too intelligent.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that about myself, but I do forward think, even though I live in the day. The problem with that is that you've now got these wee mini projects popping up that have only 50%, because they don't have a Jan, they don't have a James.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's sad, but at least you tried.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Try not to. At least you tried. This is my show. I keep forgetting. I'm like, at least you tried, and that's admirable as well.
Mm-hmm.
It is to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But for what's to come, everybody who has followed us from the beginning, trust me when I say James remembers. Everybody who's done his dirty at the beginning, I remember. No, I'm no bitter about it. It just is, because you've also added on to creating. Because for every horrible person, every horrible situation, you've no idea the growth that came after that. Yes, I have to live through it. Yes, I have to go through my brain 50 million times, as you'll know, living it over and over and over
just
until
beat the dead horse, don't you?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
until boom. And then I say to Jan a week later, I'm like, do you know why that exists? And then I explain it, because you're over it.
Yeah.
And it's irrelevant now, because what's behind you is behind you, and what's in front's in front.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's in the day, we all get 24 hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think I don't know why I'm in the process of giving away all sorts of secrets here. But I am proud of where I've came, proud of how I got here. We have a great heritage, we have a great following, we have great people who come and support us, we have great wee Jan, Ian, and the rest of the team.
Yeah.
But trust me when I say, I was got to quote that song. Trust me, what's that Baz Luhrmann song?
Oh, I have no idea.
I'm
rubbish with songs.
3 songs that inspired. This is really truly inside James's mind. Aye. So the first song, which inspired me to get sober, which is a bit deeper than that, is Baz Luhrmann, Everybody Wears Sunscreen.
Okay.
If you've not heard it, we'll listen to it before you go, actually.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then the second one, on the 14th of July 2020, I cried for 3 days listening to this. And it was The Greatest Showman, A Million Dreams. Because see, when you listen to that song, it's my brain. It's constantly moving, and the colours, and listen to it and let me know what you think. And then the third one was Baz Luhrmann's obsessed with that now. Was The Weekender, Blinding Lights.
Yeah.
And you know why he wears all the bandages and stuff? Because his friend was in a car crash.
No.
And I just associated that with my life being in a car crash.
Yeah.
And the next day, it just got better. See if there's anybody watching this and you're struggling with anything that I've said. It doesn't get easier. Nothing gets easier, including the company and what we're doing and the people we're about to meet and the other stuff we're embarking on. But it gets better. It gets better. No easier. If it's easier, you don't work for it, and it's not became a chore, and it's no. Yeah, man.
I think as well, like as neurodivergent people, I think because we sort of like we don't make ourselves feel bad, but it's constantly like I should be doing more. I could be creating more. I could be doing better at this, or you sort of like you start to like really like zone in on certain things, and you're like, this is going to be my whole life. I need to do this. Why can't I do this more? You give yourself such a hard time. You do get to the point where you're just like, nobody can give me a harder time than me.
You're right.
Like
that leads on to, I'm a lonely guy. I've been saying this for years.
Yeah.
But unless you're autistic or you're ADHD, you won't know, or neurodivergent, you'll not know the loneliness I'm talking about. And I find comfort by painting. I tell Jan, I come up here and sit an hour and a half. I'll go back down sometimes and say I've been working, but I'm just sitting there because I am genuinely happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy that everything's gone on. The rest of the world, the reason why we didn't open up this place for classes and stuff, because there was a lot of negative things going on, and I'm like, nah, this is ours. This is a great wee place. It's got great vibes. Lock the door. Jan puts the heating on. She likes the heating on. And we create a world. And see, if you've got everything I'm saying right now is a reason. I'm not going to go too much into it. There's a reason why it's documented in my kids' books. And that might sound like, oh, it's kids, but trust me, I've gave myself that much credit in my wee brain and permission to do it. I'm the form of the wee mouse who you'll see these everywhere. Yes, it is me.
I still have my mouse from the last time. Yeah. I
super glue these everywhere because I'm the wee mouse and I'm the smallest, most insignificant character, but actually the most important. So if anybody ever tells you you need to stop making yourself look good, whatever, tell me shut it. You're the most important person in your life. Fact.
Yeah.
But back to the loneliness, it's a neurodivergent thing. I'm slowly accepting it by taking myself away from the world and putting myself, I'll show you all the paintings I do, I'll show you all the world. But you have to be respectful of yourself after that. I find that the more I take myself away, and Trans came in, man, we watched The Good Doctor. That's where we guilty treat after a hard work. And we watch Good Doctor, and I see a lot more about myself. So I'm learning every single day.
As we started watching that, I found that a hard watch.
It is a hard watch,
really hard watch.
I really cry.
Kieran it's such a great show.
Yeah.
But I was like, I have to stop watching this. I understand that, we're eventually through the season's going to get to a point where they accept him for who he is. But just watching that to begin with, I was like,
because it's too close to home. It's too there, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Like we say, all you ever want is acceptance in a world that seems to want to throw you out.
Yeah.
So, any more burning desire questions? We just want to get honest with you, and this is what I've asked Abby to come on and do some mini series with me. So I say, right, let me get honest with myself, and then we can clear. They say clear the wreckage of the past, but I've done that. I mean, just clear the wreckage, and also I take it back. If there's anything there that you think it's you, it probably isn't you. I said that earlier, man. I don't want to alienate. I don't want to alienate everybody.
If the shoe fits.
But if you have, but you know what I mean. We've got good people out there who are like Abby, man. Who we kind of hate you for no understanding what you don't understand, because we ourselves don't really understand it. So there's the commonality. I will always find commonality. I've got a gift for you, Abby. Actually, let's reverse the roles. Then, right? I've got a gift for Abby. It's
is this going to be like ASMR on the microphone?
Do you want to take the microphone away?
I was going to say, I feel like this might be
Just don't talk.
Don't sing. Oh my goodness! I love this paper.
That was Jan's idea.
Put it upside down. I don't want to.
For everybody, it's on. What's the other platform we put it on? What's the listening platform? Spotify. That was Abby opening the boxes.
Oh my god!
These are the best things since sliced bread.
Oh my god!
Put your wee mic back on. Check them bad boys out. Me and Jan have a pair, and everybody laughs, but I'm like, you've no stood in these.
They are so.
You have not walked in my shoes.
Oh my god, I love them.
Yeah, man, they are epic.
I love the color. They are so. I'm gonna wear these home.
Brilliant, man. Get them on. They're epic.
I am.
These will change. These will change your way of walking, Abby, forever. But a wee gift to you for us.
Oh, thank you.
And see what happens. I says, oh, you can get them anywhere. What was it like trying to get a pair this size then? So we're not all bad people. We're just trying to show you what it's like, and hopefully let us know in the comments if you like this. It is a bit deep, and I will put a wee notice below this to say that we do touch on subjects, but that's my story in my life, and I know through everything we've done that there is a lot of people. Well. Nice. Check the bad boys. They're like the Mr. Marshmallow Man's trainers, aren't they?
They're so comfy.
Stand up. Yeah, you will not be the same, aren't they?
Oh my god.
Andy gave about 2 inches bigger.
I know. I was going to say I feel very tall. Oh, I love them. Thank you so much.
When everybody's done with them, they come in black. They don't come in orange, which makes me very sad.
Oh,
Adidas,
oh.
what are you doing, Adidas, man? Come on.
I know.
So thanks, Abby, for agreeing to come in. We
You're
will
welcome.
sort out the mishmash for the wee mini-series. We'll have somebody else who we'll like to bring on. But like I say, guys, I hope we have a lot. We don't, how can I say this? Don't get emotional at the end, James. A lot of folk don't respect us, and I'm hoping after this video goes out that you might find a wee place in your wee black heart. So,
We've found our clip for TikTok.
that he's can find, you know, all I'm out there, and I say to Jan all the time, you know, all I'm out there is looking for respect. If you think I'm pompous, you think I'm arrogant, you think I'm all these other things, I'm actually no. I'm actually nervous. My wee inner James is cringing even saying everything I've said. But if I'm true to my word, I'll not even edit the video. It's gone out the way it is. This is how you're seeing it. This is who I am. I'm not willing to change for anybody now. I am going to push forward. I'll push past all the horrible stuff that's happened. I'll push past all that, because if you focus too much on that, the darkness will come for you again. But I've got a wee Jan light. I've got an Abby light. I've got an Ian light. I've got a torch. You know, we'll blast through it. And I'm not here to blow smoke up their arses. I'm no chimney. But these people mean a lot to me. And shut up, James. Get emotional, just getting emotional. Get behind us and see what we do. If you like this kind of content, that's me thinking I'm on TikTok. Follow us, like it, and do what you need to do, man. But most of all, be kind to yourself, because you know you are the most important person in your life. And if you've went through any of the stuff that I've went through, hey, look at me. There is a wee bit of light at the end of the rainbow. So, and that wee light at the end of the rainbow is you.
How do you feel now?
I'm all right, man.
After the cleansing.
We talk about stuff like this all the time, but it's about time that if I'm getting honest, I need to get honest with myself and put it out there, because we can just sit and put and churn out. And I've moved my social media in a different direction for each of them, because I feel that we've got a voice, and that's why a lot of these people have descended, because you've realised that James isn't a stupid wee boy that you'd thought that's going to put up with your snash. Ayrshire chat, snash. So instead I've created these platforms that are growing every day. What you don't see behind the scenes, I will make you a promise, you will see it very soon. We are just slowly to the tail end of the year. But knowing me, I'll not hold off that long, and I'll show you. But it is exciting and it is great. And yes, I am taking a wee sidestep, but I believe in the people who are, I say in charge, like Jan bossing me a bit. But the people who are there and will be moving it forward are the right people. So you've not seen the last of me and Abby either. So
So if you're sick of me, tough shit.
I'll get a few wee mini-series out and we'll do it.
I'm here to stay.
So thanks very much. You want to lead it out?
Thank you so much for watching. What's the outro?
No, just do what you want.
Thank you so much for watching me struggle bus through hosting this. And follow James on everything.
Yeah.
Also follow Jan on TikTok, because I'm going to try and make her start posting on TikTok.
Oh, that's a tough one. We've even got a new phone. That's what we're filming the other one on.
Exactly. We need to get Jan on TikTok. Jan Talk. I love that.
Jan Cam.
Yeah.
Because she had got a wee camera and she was taking snaps, and I was like,
I
did do a little one.
And then I creeped up on Jan washing her car one day, and I was like, went live. I was like,
we need to get like one of those. Have you seen the phone holders that go around your neck and they can do
we've
like a
got them.
POV? Can just do like Jan Cam, follow Jan round for the day.
That's what we'll do. So watch this space. Watch this space.
See,
and
giving
also,
away all our ideas.
you just can't see it there, but this very orange wand will become apparent. I don't know how quickly things will, but in the near future, this and other few things will become apparent. And this is one of our other team members, who is Sean from Out of the Woods Workshop. Do you follow them? On Facebook. But I do see he's got another wee page that's creeped up, so well done, Sean. So if you got in for that, thanks very much. We're just waffling at the end.
Yeah, no.
But hey, we love you that much, we want to give you.
We just want to stick
I'm
around.
just hanging on to it like
We
that.
just like a wee chat.
Leave me.
We just like a wee chat.
Of course I gave away secrets, like taking a wee sidestep. But anyway, like I said, have a great day and be kind to yourself and subscribe and stuff. And thanks, Abby, for coming in. Thanks, Anne. Thanks, wee Jan.
Who's that?
Thanks, wee. Because wee Jan Cam. So thanks, wee Jan, for coming in. And thanks, everybody who supported us from the beginning. you.